Everybody would join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody has a cell phone, please put it on silent. All right, we're gonna start off with the public hearing number 1. Pursuant to village law, section 5-508. Paragraph 3, the Village of Homer Board of Trustees will hold a public hearing to adopt the final budget of the Village of Homer for the fiscal year 26-27. At the last board meeting, we posted the draft. It's been online. It is a copy of which has been on the counter, as well as the statement that I wrote up stating how we got to where we're at. At this time, I'd like to open the floor to any questions about our proposed budget. Anybody? Dan, do I have to say this 3 times or?
Just ask for a vote to adopt.
Say yes?
Ask for a vote to adopt.
I'd like a vote, a motion to adopt.
Make a motion to adopt the 2026 budget that's been circulated.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Motion carried. Our 26-27 budget is approved. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right, moving into the regular meeting. We do not have minutes at this time. We are working through that. 75% turnover in the village office. We are re-looking delegation of duties and we are catching up. Priority was the budget. We will get those for you at the next board meeting. All right, treasurer's report. I have a motion to pay the bills.
Make a motion to authorize the payment of the bills from the A Fund vouchers number 1147 through 1181 in the amount of $250,888.11. From the F and G Fund vouchers number 349 through 364 in the amount of $25,528.82. And from the TNA Fund voucher number 35 in the amount of $2,259.60.
Can I get a second?
I will second.
Okay, discussion. What I would like to state is that in the A Fund vouchers, $153,000 of that goes to its New York State Retirement Fund. So that's why that number is so huge today. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Payment of bills is approved. Privilege of the floor. Mike?
Well, I can give you an update. Our downstairs is coming along nicely. We're shooting for an April 1st completion date, so then, police department should be able to start moving in shortly after that. Been talking with Pat, we're gonna try to plan a big open house to showcase this building and also our town highway department that we redid this summer. With that, and again, I've been talking with Pat on that, I'd like to get our senators, all our New York State representatives here when we do that to show them what a true shared services program looks like. I mean, I don't think there's many communities that have shared services like we do. One-stop shop, and I call it, all in this building. I mean, I think it's phenomenal. We get a lot of comment on that and really looking forward to it. The building's been a challenge. I mean, that for me, because I gotta run the day-to-day operations of it. There's a lot going on. We've been picking out colors. We're getting down to the colors part of it. We will have a the community room that's gonna be on that side. It's gonna be a nice room, another nice boardroom, bigger than this one. And again, we changed the design on it a little bit to accommodate so we can have a bigger screen and stuff for Zoom meetings and meetings in the future, because I just see where that room's gonna be, I think, in big demand. Not only for all, between our 4 boards, because you got your planning board, ZBA board, same as us, our meetings. The state and stuff would like to use it, and I'm all in favor of having the state and everybody come in because it brings people into our community. in our village, and they're spending their money, so that's a good thing. So we're really working hard on that. It's just a lot of moving parts. We did our reorganization with this month, and we're just looking at so many different things ourselves. We got our comprehensive grant, just like you guys did, so we're gonna be. I haven't got all the paperwork yet, so I don't know when that's gonna start. Pat said it takes a few months to get your paperwork.
Yeah,
Once we get that, but I'm hoping we're gonna be able to piggyback a little bit what you guys are doing, because I think they're intertwined, what the village and the town does needs to be in alignment somewhat. So we got a lot of good things going on, and you guys got a lot of good things going on, so it's just. I think we got a good future coming up, it's just we gotta keep focused and move forward.
thanks, Mike. Legislator Cleveland was not able to be here tonight, but he did forward some talking points for him, his memo. He has been tapped to serve as the liaison to the TC3 Board of Trustees. Broadband is still alive and well. The county legislature approved resolution 0926 to move forward with that. Mental health facility at 111 Port Watson Street is not quite finished yet because they're finding labor shortages and getting things completed. So the county legislature has temporarily extended the lease on the current facility until such time as they're ready to move. Let's see. Finally, he wanted to draw our attention to resolution number 25-26, which establishes a finance department registry fee ladder for short-term rental units in Cortland County. These STRs may range from small Airbnbs to large hotels. Accordingly, the fee ladder charges $100 if the facility can sleep 1 to 10 people, and $300 if the facility can sleep 11 or more. He supported this resolution as it is one step to allow us to catalog exactly how many of these units are present in Cortland County. Currently, this number is unknown. I read this verbatim because one of the things we're looking at doing is providing guidance for our own village on Airbnbs and such. So I was hoping we'd have a little bit more time, but now that we've got the budget done, I think we can look at that in the near future. All right, so thank you, Legislator Cleveland, for that.
That was a yearly fee.
Yes. All right. Anybody else for privilege of the floor?
Can I say something about the fee?
Yes.
The fee is actually good for 2 years. The
2
fee
years?
is- Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
fee is, so it's, cause it's $100 for the first one, so it's really $50 for each year. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's 2 years.
Great, thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
All right, any old business? New business, approve a 1-year contract with Syracuse Haulers. We keep trying to get ahead of this and it sneaks up on us. Dan, this was a 7% increase,
Yes.
7% increase, we adjusted. But this is a 1-year. And we added in a rider on the recycling. That if, in the past, we've had issues with sludge when they use one truck, the sludge contaminating all of the recycling. So we are putting in a clause there that addresses that.
It was a
Now-
dual capacity truck,
What's that?
dual capacity
Dual
truck.
capacity truck,
And asking for a single if that happens.
right? And then we'll go to a single. But that does not, if one of our residents screws up and throws in a turkey carcass, that's on us. What we're more trying to address is the sludge from garbage seepage into the recycling container, which we had a couple of years ago.
To Syracuse Haulers credit, I've seen that dual truck. I have heard nothing from Portland Recycling as of yet. So perhaps they've had addressed the issue.
What I would like to do is this coming year is we need to readdress the contract, put it out to bid. We'll talk more about that later. So I would entertain a motion to approve a 1-year contract with Syracuse Haulers.
Make a motion to approve a 1-year contract with Syracuse Haulers.
May I have a second?
I will second.
Any discussion?
I want to note that in addition to putting it out to bid and looking for other service providers, Ed Finkbeiner served as a trustee for so many years, was also a proponent of exploring whether it made sense for the village to purchase its own garbage truck, perhaps in conjunction with the city of Cortland, he felt that that would save money, even though it would, we'd be looking at a very expensive purchase and then an increase in personnel and all related costs, and then being responsible for insurance and maintenance and all the things that come with it. I was never convinced that it was gonna save as much money as he was certain it would, but I think that it's an important conversation to keep having. So as we look at other providers who we might hire instead of Syracuse haulers in years to come, I think we should also be looking at that, especially if Portland is able to get their budget under control and have a better sense of how much they could spend on this.
Agreed. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. Motion carried. All right, everybody has had a couple weeks to look at the Village of Homer meeting dates. Does anybody have any issues, concerns with the dates as listed? I would entertain a motion to confirm that these will be the meeting dates for the 2026 meeting year.
So moved.
May I have a second?
Sure, I'll second.
Okay. All in discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all right. Next, everybody's had a couple weeks now to look at your department assignments. Made some slight adjustments based off of preferences. So is there any? Well, I will entertain a motion to approve the department assignments.
I will make a motion to approve the department assignments.
May I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard? Carried. All right, next on the list is, we received this kind of last minute, so it's an audible, but it's a certificate of need for EMS services. Received a draft letter for that this afternoon. We don't have copies for everybody, do we?
Well, no, I didn't have a chance to copy it all, so just shoot in your packet and in mine.
There we go. Basically, this would be the Village of Homer. This would be for New York State Department of State Local Government Efficiency Grant application for a county-operated ambulance service. Dear New York State Department of State Local Government Efficiency Grant Review Committee, the Village of Homer strongly supports Cortland County's application to the New York State Department of State Local Government Efficiency Grant Program for the establishment of a county-operated ambulance service. Local EMS agencies face increasing challenges in maintaining consistent emergency medical coverage. The proposed county-run service will serve as a critical backup resource, ensuring residents receive timely and reliable emergency medical care when local services are unavailable. This project demonstrates a thoughtful approach to intermunicipal cooperation by enhancing countywide EMS capacity without displaying existing services. The Village of Homer supports the county's efforts to improve response times, standardize care, and increase system efficiency. We got this. I know we have not had a chance to discuss this, so we can discuss this now, or I can have this copy sent to you. I did not get a response, no later than date on that, did you?
About first week of February, I think, right?
Hold on. We got Jay. Jay?
Hi. So I received that phone call today from the Deputy Director of Emergency Management, Courtney Metcalf. They're looking they got an approval to go ahead for it. But they need some letters of support from local municipalities. They have till February 4th to submit for the grant. Essentially, this would be us stating that we are in favor of them having their own the county run ambulance. It'll be serve as a backup to TLC. If anybody's listened at Scannerland, it takes TLC will go to second activation, or they'll rely on Marathon, Tully, Dryden, sometimes even Fort Town coming out of Moravia for mutual aid. So this will alleviate that, and they will be supplementing TLC's. I think it's a good thing. This actually started, and why they called us first for a letter of support was because TLC decided that they were going to stop responding to fall calls last year, 2 years ago, and yours truly was the first one to fall victim of that. When I responded to a call waiting for Tully, and it ended up becoming a medical emergency that somebody needed, then TLC said, "Oh, well, we'll send somebody now." So it actually affected the Village of Homer right off the bat, 3 days after they said they weren't responding to those calls. So I recommend that that's just the draft that they sent to us that we can put a letterhead on, or however you want to drum it up. But essentially they're going to need it by the 4th if we're going to be in favor of this. Be happy to answer any questions, even outside of this afterwards, if anybody has any reservations.
Does anybody have any questions for Jay at this time?
Is there a cost associated with this? That we need to have budgeted for?
Would not be, Jay, if I understand this, would not be a cost to us, to the village.
Oh, it'd be in your county taxes. It's a grant to start up an ALS, an advanced life support with like a paramedic and ambulance coming, and then also an advanced life support fly car to have in case TLC can't get out with a paramedic. But it's the grant to spearhead it, and then the county would have to think about after that grant funds run out. I think it's potentially like a 5-year grant, how they're gonna pay for it afterwards. So it's nothing the Village of Homer has to worry about. No taxes for us.
Thank you.
I have no problem supporting this. I want to say, I also remembered hearing something that there was state, this is why I'm like, it's hazy, the state was doing something around EMS funding. Is that what this is, or is that something completely different?
My understanding, Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, is this is something different,
Okay.
but the state still hasn't. We want ELS to be a separated item, so it doesn't fall under the tax cap, labeling ELS as an EMS, emergency medical service. What is it, Jay?
It's so right now, EMS is not considered an essential service as far as like
Essential
police and
service.
fire. It's still on the governor's desk. It hasn't been signed. It's been there for 2 years. Who knows when they get to it? But this would just help out because the state's pretty much pushed back saying that if there's an EMS issue, then the county has to figure it out. So like Tompkins County EMS, they started doing their fly cars, which they've seen a benefit in that with waiting for ambulances to come. Other municipalities like Town of Dryden's put on their own ambulance a couple years ago. Marathon's put on that as well. This will help the Marathon. So if Marathon's out on a call because they have one paid paramedic on, this county thing will go to Marathon, it'll go to Cincinnatus. If they can't get out, it's going to help the whole county as a whole. But they're just looking for municipality support. And since we were the first ones to feel the effect of TLC shortcomings, like I said, why me? But here we are. So,
Yeah.
Awesome, and thanks for the clarification about the
Yep.
thing that's on the desk.
Given the forfeit, what I can do is I can draft a letter, and if I can get the board's conditional support and approval, I will forward it to you all, and then you guys give me the thumbs up. But the letter reads as you like.
Sounds good to me. I need to vote on that now as conditional
Yes.
support. Okay.
Yes.
I guess then I'll make a motion to provide conditional support for this letter for the EMS grant.
Can I have a second
Second.
discussion? Tim, I'm kind of looking to you as another fire.
What Jay says, so we fought it together when I was president, so
All right,
I gotta know.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. You guys will have the letter before the end of the week.
Hey, could you forward me your letter too?
Yep, absolutely.
I'll get our board support.
Great, thank you. Got that. Was there anything else, Dan? On that part, okay. Comments by the attorney, Fran? Okay. Comments by board members. We will start from left and go around. Tim?
My first meeting, I'm gonna watch the show.
Thank you.
I want to thank the United Methodist Church for hosting a blood drive on Saturday. I popped in there about 11 o'clock Saturday morning to make a donation, and the place was packed. There's a critical shortage of blood in the bank right now, and it was heartening to see so many members of the community of the village of Palmer show up on a very cold morning to support a worthy cause. So I just wanted to thank the church for hosting that. I did a similar job for 10 years hosting, working with the Red Cross to host blood drives. So I know how much work went into organizing that, and I appreciate their efforts.
Before we get to you, Liz, I apologize.
No problem.
Andrew, anything for the group?
No.
Nothing from me. Thank you.
Bob? Chief?
No, sir. No, sir.
Now, how did we do in the wing eating contest?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Third place, Officer Callan took third place.
There's only 2 people.
No, not quite.
First 10.
The member of the fire department was the first one, one of the first ones, weeded out, so I'll leave it at that.
So, Officer Cowan brought honor and glory to the village with a remarkable third place village, and we are proud of him for that. So, all right. Liz?
Maybe to mention the extremely cold weekend that we had, I appreciate the Winterfest organizers, and just there were still, I mean, even how cold it was, there were still a lot of people out and about and wandering around the village, and so it was great to see that, even though I was not out for as much as I would have liked. And then I saw, I think the police department had posted the picture of DPW fixing a water main leak.
Newton Waterworks.
Yes, Newton Waterworks, sorry. I saw who it was, and so I just wanted to say thank you for addressing that quickly, and also to the police department for posting a lovely photo of the situation.
Elizabeth?
I'll just build on that to commend our village employees who did so much to keep the village moving during the storm. You know, to fight that amount of snow while it is that cold really took so much effort. So thank you to DPW, to the water department, and to the police department and the fire department for all that they did.
You're here. So, want to say Winterfest was awesome. Unfortunately, we didn't get to do the bonfire Saturday night because of gusty wind conditions. So the bonfire is going to occur this Saturday night. So for those interested, if you want to hit up the bonfire before going over to the Center for the Arts for the comedy show, be good timing. DPW, as we are anticipating more snow, will be spending part of this week clearing and widening and getting more snow moved out so we can take care of more snow coming in. So this past Friday, we received a visitor, a First Amendment auditor, and you guys have a copy of this. And so for our residents out there, last Friday, we were visited by a First Amendment auditor. These are individuals that visit government entities and videotape their interactions, which are then posted online. The village a few years ago, in anticipation of such a visit, had posted no recording signs in various areas of the village side of Town Hall in a well-meaning attempt to ensure our residents' privacy. In doing so, we were perhaps overzealous. A lot of these. We are now removing some of the signs and checking any remaining ones to ensure they are legally and constitutionally compliant. Okay, these suckers are tough to pull on.
Thank you.
How does this affect our residents? Mostly it doesn't. You may have more difficulty getting through on the phone as we are responding to many non-resident folks who have thoughts on this. Our village government remains committed to openness and availability. Everybody in the village has my phone number, and you all know where I live. You can also Google New York State Open Books. There's a lot of good information there. Now, if you decide to call, please be courteous. Our employees work for the village and they are not elected or appointed except for the clerk and the treasurer. Foul language across the board will not be tolerated. If you have an issue with how the village is being run, contact me or one of the trustees. We are your elected representatives and are accountable to you. To answer some of the comments that were made online, yes, we have a cool building. It is due to the efforts of the town supervisors, one of which is here, thank you, Mike, who have worked hard to preserve this treasure while at the same time making it more of a municipal building. Two, I have asthma chronic breathing issue. I should have taken my inhaler ahead of time, but I didn't, so it's not like it is what it is. Yes, I have a Costanza wallet. Guilty as charged. I keep it in my front pocket or else I'd sit lopsided. Some said I was not working very hard if I had time to spend with the auditor. I offered to go to my office where you could see what I was working on, but that wasn't in the cards, perhaps next time. I hate to say it, but I do drink too much Diet Coke, all right? No alcohol though, as I don't want to dilute the caffeine. I am knowledgeable about our village because we have a great village town historian, Martin Sweeney. I highly recommend his books, The Heart of Central New York, about our great community. So feel free to go online and purchase those. No, I don't have a toupee. I'm just due for a haircut. So this is mine. As the mayor, I will shamelessly plug our community. We just had our Winterfest, which was awesome. And this summer we'll be having concerts on the green on Wednesdays, Holiday in Homer, Fireman Field Days, Magic on Main, the Brockway Truck Show, not to mention our Center for the Arts, Living History Museum, and many restaurants. Am I missing anything? All right. To those who've said nice things, it is truly appreciated. To our naysayers, we're human, we make mistakes, but we are always open to constructive criticism. First, last, and always, we are accountable to our constituents. So there's that. Okay, speaking of accounts, so we are on track. We are in the last month. We are going to be tight, but we knew that. So nothing else on that. And all right, with that, any questions, comments by the media? Jack?
How much was the contract with Syracuse Haulers?
You gotta make me completely unclear.
Got my packet.
Yeah. Dan, you recall that number off the top of your head?
205K.
Was that?
200, yeah, 204, 724, and 56 cents. 205.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks,
Right.
Deb.
Say it's tipping fees.
Yeah. No, very clear. Anything else, Jack?
No, that's it.
All right. Sydney?
I'm good.
All right, fine. All right. With that, we will need to go into executive session per New York State Public Officers Law, Article 7, Section 105H. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion that we go into executive session.
Can I have a second?
I will second.
All in favor,